Why are we so awkward when we start recording?
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
So today, for your Feel Good Thursday, we are going to be doing behind the music
Yes, we are.
and behind the video.
Yes. This is a series of us talking about stories, troubles, elations, all behind the Sweet Charity Choir online videos.
Yes.
Yeah, so lots to discuss.
So today, we are going to be doing Lean On Me.
Yes.
This was the first video that we released with the whole choir.
Yeah, and it has proper mixed emotions.
Yeah.
There are so many like, ugh, and ah, and moments to it.
So we've not scripted anything at all.
Can you tell? We're so profesh. I just like to point out my brand new drag queen merch representing Team Rose to win US.
None of this is scripted. We're going to watch back the video. We have not actually watched it either.
No.
We've not pre-watched it.
Since we released it, really, which was like May last year, I think it was. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll have a look when it was released. But it was our first ever video, so let's dive into it.
Okay.
Sweet Cherry Choir raises money for different charities.
That's very, very quick. Okay, I'm already going to pause. Before we even start, this was the first virtual choir video that we ever made. This was a complete joint effort. It was literally between the two of us because for some reason we didn't think that we could use our sound engineer who mixes everything that we do with Sweet Charity Choir.
So Ollie didn't do this one?
Ollie didn't do this.
So this was all you?
This was all me.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You can tell that Ollie hasn't sprinkled his little bit of like mastering magic on it. You can tell when you listen to it. And two, that I didn't decide to use our lovely house band in this song either. So it's just piano. I don't know why. I didn't think, hey, why don't we get our drummer, our bass guitarist, our guitarist to liven up every song that we've ever done?
I think that we just got thrown into the pandemic and we were scrambling to try and get something out there.
Yeah,
because what it was.
Because when the country shut down, George and I had just caught coronavirus. So
yeah, we did.
We were both really poorly and we were so desperate to get choir back up and running because everyone was so understanding, of course, and supportive of us taking some time off to like get better.
Yeah.
But we were just so desperate to make sure that everyone was having a good time online and that we were allowing our members to perform because we would perform every few months. Straight away, we're 6 seconds in and we've had to pause because
we've already taken up 6 minutes of video.
Yep. It's not enough time to read that. Since we can't sing together physically, the members have bravely joined together to create this video to raise money for...
We would love you to share our tribute to Bill Withers and...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we didn't leave enough time for words. But at the same time, people can pause if they want to.
I know they can, but knowing what we know now, we just maybe have some music playing underneath whilst it's...
Yeah, we could have just repeated the piano loop over.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here, right now, you can actually see that some of the grids are uneven.
Yeah.
So the one far right below Jen, and then anything under that in the middle, they're different sizes.
Oh, yeah.
That's because I had to build manually the grid system.
Yeah.
And it's not like you can build it in a program that's got like rulers on it or, you know, at the time I didn't know to do that. So
no.
I had to just sort of guess. I use a program called Paint 2, which is good for very, very simple tasks. That is why they are uneven.
I've never even noticed that the boxes are uneven, but you're right, they are.
Yep.
They are.
Yeah.
And you know, starting the video with the grid system already there for everyone to see, like that just looks super unprofessional, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at everyone's lovely faces coming up. Everyone was so nervous. Just suddenly everyone was in. I was so proud of everyone. We all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's... Yes.
Oh my God, look at the grid. You can see it's out. See where Sue Boardman is. Can you see it's like...
Oh, yeah.
The grid doesn't match.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway.
This was our first time.
It was our first go. So...
Oh, I love everyone.
I'm like looking at the colours, and everybody just looks orange.
No one's fault.
That was my fault.
Yeah,
that was
other
my
than
fault.
ours.
I was doing the colour grading, and as you can see, didn't have a clue what I was doing.
And everyone is very, very zoomed in. Like it's just floating heads.
Yeah.
Now we know how to like drag people's bodies out a little bit, and we instructed people on how far they needed to be away and stuff.
Yeah.
This was everyone's first go. Everyone was so scared, but everyone sounds so beautiful.
Yeah.
Always tomorrow, lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long.
Again, because this was the first one that I ever did, I did it in Final Cut.
Oh, you did the audio in Final Cut.
The audio was done in Final Cut, which is why it's...
Final Cut is primarily a video editing software.
So we loaded... It really was a joint effort, because I remember I lined everyone up to the piano.
This is before we knew about claps.
What we do now is that we make sure that everyone claps in time with my claps, so we line everyone up much, much quicker.
Yeah.
It's far, far easier for audio mixing as well as video editing, but we didn't think to do that when we first started, so there's no clap. So I remember being on Final Cut and lining everyone up and then trying to blend everyone. So doing the job that I do on Logic, lining everyone up and then editing, and I do a first draft before we give it to Ollie to sprinkle his magic on top. So that involves lining everyone up with the music and then blending each harmony part and each voice so no one sticks out and everyone is, fairly represented as if it was a choir in a room. Yeah. Much easier to do on a music editing software than a video editing software. And I can hear people, no one in the choir. This is not about anyone in the choir. This is me talking about my job with this, is that some people are coming in too early, some are coming in a little bit. I haven't lined everyone up so it's perfectly in time. Yeah.
But it is one of those songs where it hasn't got a definitive first word intro.
Yes, it does. Some.
Yes.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Some people
percussive.
come in behind, some people come in front, some people come in time. So where you've matched everybody up on the sum, the rest of the song may be out of time.
Exactly.
So,
shall we carry on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody to lean on.
Gorgeous.
Swallow your pride if I have faith.
Second verse could have really done with some other band.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so gutted that I didn't do that. I just didn't know how. I just didn't know how we're going to, because we hadn't recorded remotely. We hadn't edited and we hadn't mixed the band remotely before. We hadn't done this, and we couldn't have done it with just piano and drums. We needed the bass and the guitar, which is why we have our lovely Kurt and Andy as well. Yeah. So we just had to do it as piano. But I'm so gutted that I didn't just have that confidence to go for it. Let's carry on. Oh, Faith. Your face, because you nearly messed up the lyrics.
I didn't even notice. I was looking at everyone else.
I go straight to you. Oh, there was a little piano, but
what's that?
Didn't edit that. I'll go back so you can hear it. It goes in the bass, left hand.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need.
That's Dom laughing in there.
Dom was laughing.
I love that.
I remember you leaving that in, yeah.
Specifically wanted that in because it's just it's such a beautiful human moment. Like, love it.
to lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend.
So this was when we used to do everything in the lounge as well. So
yeah,
this is before we...
Looks like I'm about to swear as well right there.
Yeah. Gun fingers. Yeah, so this is when we done everything in the lounge.
Yeah, we did our first few, I think 3 or 4 months in the front room. It encroaches in your personal life when your
it was
office.
very invasive having like stuff set up because we always had the banner set up.
Yeah.
We always had
And the
keyboard
piano.
set up.
Yeah.
You'd sort of be sitting down, but work is like staring you in the face.
Yeah,
as
totally.
you're trying to relax.
We never relaxed.
It was an extremely difficult thrown in the deep end type thing that we had to
mad
deal
props for everyone who was in the same boat
yeah
as us, like choir wise, like we, you know, and musician wise and
yeah
art wise, events, all of that. We feel you.
I'll help you carry on, for it won't.
I'd also like to point out that as their first ever song to record on their own at home, it is so high for the sopranos. I'll help you carry on. Like, it's so high. Can you imagine? Oh, I'm so sorry that I made you all do this at home when you were probably stuck with your families and having to sing that high on your own and film yourself and look not scared. Like, I'm so sorry. Just listening to it now, I'm like, gosh, that's high.
Belong till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother.
I got the piano right that time.
yeah
We all need somebody to
Oh, beautiful.
lean on. I just
Lovely
might
smiles.
have a problem that you understand.
Mabel.
We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load,
Oh, loads. Don't even. I tried to sing along and I got the words wrong. Oh, I love it. The moustache moment's coming up.
that you can't carry. I'm right up the road. I'll share your love
So high, sopranos.
if you just call.
Look at George. Yes. That was George because he got through a take without messing up the words. And what George did to encourage members to submit and like sort of face their fear is that we filmed George submitting his take and then put it in our choir private group to say, George has been brave and done it, so you guys can too. And genuinely, like, George is, I would say, like, the self-conscious to sing as I would be to play drums in front of George. Do you know what I mean? So like we're both that level of like, because George has got a wonderful voice, really, really lovely voice. You do.
I just don't have control. That's all. That's what I lack.
But you have that kind of you have a small insecurity about your voice, would you say?
Yeah.
So by George bearing all with everyone in the choir, it did encourage people to submit videos. So I'm really proud of you for doing that.
Thanks.
Yeah. But I love that moment where he goes, yes, because he got through it. I'm just going to go back so you can see it. Just watch George.
Call me. Call me. If you need a friend. Call me. If you need a friend.
Beautiful smiles. That frame didn't change.
There's definitely duplicates there somewhere
Yeah,
as
there
well.
are.
Yeah, there are.
It was our first video.
Yeah.
And I think that's about as good as it's going to get, Jenny.
Oh, I love you, Sally. Oh. So we did this as our first online charity campaign, and there was a lot of worry and concern and a real like crisis that people who had lost their jobs were not able to feed their family. So we wanted to raise money for food banks, and Trussell Trust is an organisation that provides support for many different food banks around the country. So we thought if we directed our money there, then they could disperse it where they needed it in the country. And we raised a really, really good amount. I think it was £3,600, which is amazing, especially for our first video.
Yeah.
But we were really sad that Trussell Trust never actually supported us. They never replied to any of my emails. I think we may have got a thumbs up on the video on Facebook, but I don't know. I can't remember if they said thank you, but they never replied anything. about it, which to this day makes me really sad, especially because so many people were so nervous about doing this. They were bearing their soul, you know, bearing their voice, which is such a personal thing. Not many people had done this at this point. It's obviously it's quite a common thing now a year later, but at the time no one had really done it. And it's a really personal thing for people to share their voices when they're in a group, but on their own. Like, I was sad that we didn't get a bit of acknowledgement for the people who had performed in this video.
Yeah.
And also, maybe if they had just shared the video, we could have raised some more money. That's all. So,
Yeah.
so I feel a little bit sad about that, but so much pride for everyone for doing this. And you know what? It's not as cringy as I thought it was going to be watching our first attempt to make one of these videos. I'm filled with happiness.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see how much we can all adapt and learn over time.
Yeah.
Everyone has to start somewhere, and I love this. That's
Yeah.
great. So there you go, just a little bit of behind the scenes. Each song has a different story to tell, for sure, and we would love to dive into this if you would. So just let us know if you'd like to hear some more tales behind the music, and we shall.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, everybody. Happy day.
Happy day. So today's my teeth look really nice.
I do. So
Yours do as well.
I know. That's not real
We
life.
should just carry this light round with us
I know.
everywhere. Just can't stop smiling at my teeth. I'd just like to point out my nipples. And I am actually not cold. I'm actually quite hot.
To get something out. So straight off the mat.
Was that cat hair then?
Yeah, it was. I could feel it going when I was talking. Stop looking at yourself, you vain. You vain mane. Sweet Charity Choir raises money for different charities every month by singing together. Oh, I haven't pressed play. I'm so yellow as well.
Do you know what we should have done, actually, thinking about this?
We should have recorded the screen so we know exactly where we're stopping.
Yeah.
That's why I suggested it.
Did you?
Yes, I said, are we recording the screen so we know?
Didn't hear you.
Oh, wow. Didn't hear.
What
Oh,
comes in?
look at these plants are teetering.
Oh.
They're going to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're going.
Oh, my God.
We should probably move them, actually.
All right, little
I say we.
They're fake, so they're not gonna break or
They're
die.
not going to die because Jen doesn't water plants.
I do kill plants, not on purpose, but
That's fair.
I'm out of focus.
Jen's upset because she's out of focus.
doesn't
As if
look
you
very
already
nice.
couldn't see how beautiful she was.
Oh, I look blurry, which might be distracting.
Only to you, I think. It's my good
Really?
side.
I'm really out of focus.
Is that better?
No, you're still in focus. Now I'm in focus.
Okay, happy.
But watch it go out. It has.
Okay. What
don't
do you want
like
to do
it.
about it?
Can we do anything about it? Like, do I need to move back? There we go. Is that better? Is that right? That's okay. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Cool. Don't move.
'Cause it
Everyone
could
looks like they're about to say. Because this was like our storage room because we're just in a ground floor flat. There is not very much storage space.
Yeah, we spent time clearing out stuff and making space and adapting it to what it looks like now because it did not look like this.
We spent time.
I got rid of a lot of stuff that is contributing.
If you would like us, so we're going